Hi, and welcome back to The Positive Mind. We are on week 5, and we are on day 2. And yesterday we started the week off with a very powerful but short affirmation, I forgive myself. I hope you've been saying that to yourself since yesterday. All right, so right now we are getting ready to say our affirmation for today, and it's a long one. I couldn't let you guys get away with a bunch of short ones, could I? And this one is really, really powerful. The trials and tribulations of my past are fading away. I no longer suffer from the pain and only retain the wisdom gained. Kind of rhymed that one. I'll say it again. The trials and tribulations of my past are fading away. I no longer suffer from the pain and only retain the wisdom gained. So what does that mean? What does that mean, Lainie? So you know how you know when you've gotten over something? Really simple. When you can think about it and it doesn't hurt. That's when you know it's done. You have moved on. So for me, one of the hardest things for me to get over was bullying. Believe it or not. I thought about that well into my 20s and 30s. And it happened in elementary, middle, and high school. But it was brutal. It was really, really brutal. And it was very hard for me to overcome that. I used to cry about it. You know, there were some really awful things that were said to me and done to me in that stage of my life. And I don't know why. Kids are just cruel. And maybe some of the kids that were perpetrating these awful things against me had really terrible home lives. Who knows? I don't know what their motivations were. But I carried that for a long time. So first I had to work through forgiving those people. And I had to work through getting rid of my desire for revenge, because that was, like we said last week, holding me captive. And then I had to let go of all the pain and all the trauma from those times. You know, all the insults that were hurled at me, all the names I was called, all the times I was tripped in the hallway and things were done to me. I had to let that go, because when I looked back on it, I was in pain, you know, and I went to a high school reunion and that just exacerbated everything. And so I skipped several high school reunions because I didn't want to be reminded of that. You know, and I'm not interested in going to a high school reunion anymore. It's just not my thing. I have no interest in seeing those people. Not that I have any ill feelings towards them anymore, but I just have no interest. I've moved on with my life. There's no need for me to go back there. But I think if I went now, because I've done so much work on healing that, I don't think it would bother me. I think I could look at those people and just see them for who they are and have compassion towards them. It's really strange how things change when you flip the script in your head, right? So, what is our affirmation for today? The trials and tribulations of my past are fading away. I no longer suffer from the pain and only retain the wisdom gained. It's powerful, right? Okay, so let's get into our time of meditation. We're going to say these 2 affirmations after we take our deep breaths and do our grounding exercise. So get into a comfortable position where you're not going to be interrupted, just like I say every day. And let's shake off all the tension, all of that yuck, all of those things that are just trying to claw at us and keep us from focusing on this important time. And as we breathe in, let's breathe in the energy and love and light of the universe, the positive energy that is flooding this room even now. Out with all that negative stuff. And one more deep breath. want you to imagine yourself as that strong tree. That strong, big, stable, firmly planted and rooted tree that you are. And we're planted right next to the beautiful ocean. You can hear the waves crashing against the shore. You can feel the ocean breezes caressing your skin. In this place of peace, imagine your taproot extends from the base of your spine. It extends deep into the soil of Mother Earth, deep down into the core of Gaia, where you find all the love, all the energy, all the positivity, all the acceptance, all the joy that you need. And that light, that love, radiates up that root and into your trunk, filling you all the way up to your crown chakra, all the way down to your root chakra, out to every branch and every leaf. You are filled to overflowing with the magnificent energy of Mother Earth. And as you stand there, you dig your roots to the right and left. You dig your roots to the rear, behind you, firm into that soil. You are firmly planted, you are rooted, you are grounded in Mother Earth, in that energy, in that positive, glorious, loving energy of Mother Earth. Imagine the roots in front of you just sinking down into the sand and reaching out into the depths of the ocean and drinking in all the life, all that life-giving power of our Creator. Drink in all the goddess energy, all the God energy, all the glorious creative energy. Feel that glorious energy radiating through every cell of your being, filling you with joy and love and light. And the sun is rising over the horizon. And as it paints the sky, beautiful hues of pink and orange and purple and glorious peach, the rays of the sun scatter themselves all over your tree, all over your branches. Every leaf is touched by the warmth of the rising sun. It energizes you to face this day in a powerful, positive way. And in this place of peace, let's say our affirmations. I forgive myself. The trials and tribulations of my past are fading away. I no longer suffer from the pain and only retain the wisdom gained. Let's say that again. I forgive myself. The trials and tribulations of my past are fading away. I no longer suffer from the pain and only retain the wisdom gained. One more time. I forgive myself. The trials and tribulations of my past are fading away. I no longer suffer from the pain and only retain the wisdom gained. Do you feel that powerful love in the room? Do you feel the energy of our Creator just hugging you? Let's breathe that in. Let it fill you. Let it fill you. And one more deep breath. That feels so good. It really, really feels great. Remember, as you go throughout your day today, you're going to say these affirmations over and over to yourself. I have a sticky note right here, and I keep it before my eyes. That's very important. It helps to write them down. It helps to speak them into a recorder and listen to them. It helps to speak them out of your mouth and into your ears, to see them. Whatever you need to do to get this down deep in your spirit, you need to do that, okay? And before you go to sleep tonight, whisper these words to yourself. And first thing when you get up in the morning, before your feet hit the ground, start your day off right by saying these words to yourself, okay? I'm going to get set up for our card reading today, and I'll see you back here in a minute. Peace. We're starting our card reading time as usual with crystals. The first one I pulled out over here is the Jasper Silver Leaf, and it is tied to the root and the crown chakras. It helps with protection during travel, helps us be more nurturing, and also helps with our willpower. So if you're trying to break a habit or start a new habit, this is definitely a crystal to keep in your pocket. This beautiful stone over here is the opal stone. It's quite lovely. It is tied to all the chakras, and it helps with spiritual guidance. It helps us feel more love and also give out more love. And this one helps with positivity. Great stone to have with you every single day. Aries, you have the 9 of Cups today. And the number 9 stands for wisdom, enlightenment, and getting in touch with your higher self. And if you see this fellow, he is obviously a happy guy. Super happy dude. And he's got 9 cups. One of them he is raising in a toast. So I'm sensing that this next couple of days is going to be a time of ease for you. Maybe even celebrate something awesome in your life, Aries, and finding peace. But if you see these 2 little mice up here, that stands for persistence. And that is the universe reminding you not to be distracted from the tasks that you have before you. Taurus gets the 2 of Pentacles, and the number 2 stands for optimism, self-truth, and possibly partnership coming your way. This guy is juggling several options. He's got 2 pentacles in his hand, and he's kind of juggling them. And if you see, he is balanced right there on the edge of the water. That means he is right there at the edge of the spiritual world. The dolphin means balance and harmony, strength, protection. And if you look, this guy is focused on one of those pentacles and not the other. And I'm sensing that that is what the universe is telling you. You need balance. Don't be so focused on one area that you kind of lose sight of the other, okay? The moon rising in the background means a fullness, a completion of the journey, and new horizons. New horizons for you. Okay, Taurus? Gemini, you get the Knight of Wands. And the Knight, his number is 11, which breaks down to 2, stands for optimism, self-truth, and possibly partnership. You know, this Knight is heading in a new direction. He is heading in a new direction, and he is on the right path. And so are you, Gemini. And if you look, there's a new day dawning. The color red stands for adventure, and it looks like it's the fall. This card looks like it's presenting itself in the fall. And I'm sensing that that will be a time of movement for you. Something on the horizon in the fall months for you. Maybe a job change or promotion, possibly new romance. Who knows? But something on the horizon in the fall is coming your way, Gemini. Cancer gets the Four of Cups. And the number 4 stands for faith and stability. So if you look, there are 3 empty cups here. And this young guy looks like he is worn out. But if you see right here, there is a cup being offered from the heavens. And I'm sensing for you, because you have been just busy lately, Cancer, the universe is offering you a renewal of energy. That's what this symbolizes right here, that the universe is giving you some renewed energy, all right? Because you've just exhausted yourself. Now, the mouse down here, that's diligence and persistence, and that's where you live right now. You're very diligent, you're very persistent, and I'm sensing that these times of creative craziness, they've been awesome, but I'm sensing they're coming to an end, and not a moment too soon for you, right? Okay. The 3 birds up here in the sky mean that you're moving on, and you're moving on with wisdom and success. Now, this little guy up here, this little squirrel, you know how squirrels are, and they always symbolize caution for people in your life that might be trying to steal something from you. And I don't mean like physically steal something from you, but maybe kind of take credit for some of the work you've been doing, things like that. So be on the lookout for someone with not so great motives, okay? Leo gets Judgment, and the number of the Judgment card is 20. And I usually break these down, but I felt very strongly, let's talk about the number 20. So what it is it's 2 10s, right? And I'm sensing, because the number 10 means completion, there's going to be completion in 2 areas of your life. So chapters are closing and new doors are opening. So maybe you are finishing something and it's been really a long journey for you. Maybe some of you are finishing your education or your apprenticeship. And in 2 areas of your life, I'm sensing there's going to be some completion happening, okay? I'm also sensing that you are rising up spiritually and mentally, just like the figures in the card here. You are growing, Leo. And in the mental realm, which has to do with, of course, your mind and education, and in the spiritual realm, which, of course, has to do with getting deeper into your true self, your higher self, the person you were created to be. That true self is becoming more dominant. And when the Judgment card comes out, it always means that if you've got some legal things happening, some contracts or negotiations going on, that they will go in your favor. All right, Leo. Virgo, you get the 9 of Pentacles today. And the number 9 stands for wisdom, enlightenment, and getting in touch with your higher self. And I think you've had this card before, but I'd have to really look back at my notes. But I'm pretty sure you've had this card before. So the falcon, that represents protection. It also represents wisdom. The butterfly, there are 3 of them. And the butterflies always stand for new life. New life. And so maybe it's a literal thing for you. Maybe some of you in the Virgo family are going to get pregnant, or maybe your significant other is going to get pregnant, or possibly you're going to adopt. But I'm sensing that some of you in the Virgo family are going to have new members of your family joining you very soon. And the number 3 means newness of spirit. It means newness of mind and newness of your body. So 3 butterflies, that's a really good indicator that there is some new life coming. And it could just be, new things in your life. It doesn't necessarily mean pregnancy or children, okay? So don't freak out, those of you who don't want children or don't want any more. I'm also sensing that you are in a time of really high confidence right now, and that's really a good place to be for you, because you've got a lot of things coming up and your confidence level is spot on. Okay, Virgo? Libra, you get the Emperor card today. And the number of the Emperor card is 4, which stands for faith and stability. And you are in a pretty stable place right now, even though things have been kind of rocking and rolling lately in your life, Libra. A lot of decisions, maybe some confusion. Today, you feel pretty good. You feel pretty stable, and you feel like you have made some good decisions. I'm sensing also that there are some of you that are questioning those decisions. And that's a good place to be, because we don't want to make important life decisions without really investigating and checking it out, not only in the spiritual realm, because that's vitally important and a necessity, in my opinion, but also in the physical realm. Do some research, figure out if the decision you're making is the right one for you. I'm fairly confident that you are building on a firm foundation. As long as you have done your research, as long as you have pressed into the spirit, things are going to go well for you, okay? Scorpio gets the 5 of Cups. Boy, this fellow looks really weary, doesn't he? Well, the number 5 stands for freedom and adventure. And I sense some of you in the Scorpio family are going to be doing some traveling, but you look a little tired. You really do. So maybe you need to take some time to just rest from all of the hustle and bustle in your life. You know, don't despair, don't lose hope, don't give up, because this guy looks like he is, right? And that's not where you need to be, Scorpio. Good things are on the horizon. And if you look, there's 3 cups that are empty on the ground, but right behind him, maybe he doesn't notice, there are 2 full cups. And that is the universe telling you that you have provisions to give you strength, to help you get up and move on. You know, some of you have tried and tried. Maybe you've tried 3 times, like these cups indicate, and you failed every time. Now is not the time to give up. It is the time to get up and try again. Sagittarius, you get the Devil card. And the number of the Devil card is 15, and that breaks down 1 plus 5, which equals 6. And that stands for harmony, balance, and intuition. And you're going to need that in your life, because right now I'm sensing that you are feeling a little bit blinded and a little bit unsure. We've been talking about you making a lot of changes in your life, and maybe you're second guessing some of those things. Maybe some of you are even being seduced by worldly pleasures. You know, this card often signifies that. So just be on your guard. Stay the path, dig in deeper spiritually, and really seek guidance from your spirit guides. Really seek that out. Make sure you're doing the right thing. You don't need to be blinded, okay? And you don't need to walk through the fire. You've already walked through the fire. So as long as you stay the path and you dig in deeper spiritually, I think you will be okay. No fear of the future if you trust the universe to work it out with you, okay? Not for you, with you. Capricorn, you get the 2 of Wands. And the number 2, it stands for optimism, self-truth, and possible partnership in your future. And as this card indicates, you are coming to a fork in the road, a place of decision. You can go to the right or you can go to the left. And either path leads forward. As you can see, both of them go right ahead. On the side of each path is a buck. And those bucks, they stand for strength and a trusted companion that is going to be with you on your journey. Either direction you go, I sense either direction will be fine. But you need to seek wisdom and guidance in the spiritual realm, okay? Either path, I think, is fine for you. But there's one that's better, right? Neither one of them is bad, but there's one that's better. So seek out the wisdom and the guidance, all right? And if you look, these 5 birds that are on the horizon up here that are flying around, that means adventure is coming to you. So be prepared for that. Sounds like a good time. Aquarius, you get the 3 of Swords. and it came out in the reversed position. So the number 3 stands for wisdom, success, and deeper intuition. I'm sensing that in the past you have been wounded in the spirit and in the soul and even in the physical body. That's what these 3 swords stand for: spirit, soul, body. And maybe there was a betrayal in your life that really just cut you to the core. It's time to heal from that, and it's time to move on. It's time to let go and to forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be betrayed and the person or persons who did the betrayal. And if you look, the sun is right over the center of where these 3 swords intersect. And what that means is you have the strength and the power to overcome that past wounding. Okay? Pisces, you get the 7 of Cups. And the number 7 indicates that you are synchronized, in sync with the universe. You are spiritually awake, and I'm sensing you've been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of deep, deep thinking. Now look at these cups. All 7 of them have something fabulous. Abundance in every area. That's what this means. Dreams coming to pass, goals realized, and a new day dawning. Okay? Now it looks like there's some storms on the horizon here, but look, there's a rainbow too. And that means that the storms are easily navigated by you. So don't have any fear. Just keep pressing into the spirit. Ask your spirit guides to direct you and your angels to protect you. Okay, that concludes our reading for today. I really hope you enjoyed the card readings today. I hope you got an answer to a question you may have had. It's really, really powerful, when the universe speaks to you. If you like what we're doing here, if you enjoy it, please hit that subscribe button, like the videos, comment, and share it. Share it with everyone you know, because everyone you know needs it. And it's not that I'm anything special. I'm really not. I just am willing to be used by the universe as a vessel to get this message out to people who need it. And in this dark, negative world, I think everyone needs it. So share it. It's real easy. Just click that share button right underneath the video there. If you want to get in touch with me for some personal consultation, or if you want to have a personal live tarot card reading for yourself, my email address is up on the screen, so just send me an email. I look forward to hearing from you. And remember, you are an amazing human being. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise, okay? Go out and have a powerful day. Be blessed and be free. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.